Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is Ajit Kumar. Today in this video I will be configured Site VPN. So I have created one of the VM in my workstation, VMware workstation, and I'm considering this as a on-prem VM, and I will be create a different another VM in Azure, and we'll try to do the RDP and we'll check the VPN connectivity is working fine or not. So there are some of the prerequisites we need to define, we need to configure prior to proceeding for the activity. So first of all, we'll have to create a resource group. So I will be go ahead and create a resource group in Azure. So here I will be use S2S site-to-site VPN, and keeping a region East US as a default. I will be go ahead and create that one. So as you can see, the resource group has been created. After that, I will be proceed for the next second step, which is virtual network. So I will go ahead and create a virtual network. So search for the virtual network. I will be go ahead and the virtual network, click on create. I will have to use that same resource group, and I will be keep name S2S site-to-site VPN and hyphen VNet. Okay, and the location I'm using the same one. Go to the IP addressing. Here I will be using the 24 26, and we'll add the subnet. I will be use that default 10.0.0.0 0/26, or we can use the 24. No, we can't use that one. So using that one, just go to the net security. I will be go ahead and in the review and create. Go ahead and create that one. Till that got created, I will be go ahead and check the next step, which is the third one, to create a local network gateway. So I will be go ahead on that same resource group, and we'll create a local network gateway. Search for the local network gateway. I will be go ahead and create that one. We'll have to use that same resource group, and the location I will be using site-to-site VPN local network gateway. Here in the IP address, I will be go ahead and check that my IP addresses. So here in the address space, I will be go ahead and that to that VM. And we'll check the address spaces. So I will be using 192.168.29. So /24, I will be using that one. So moving to the advanced setting, we don't need to do this one at this moment. I'm keeping as a default. Now I will be go ahead and create a local network gateway. Till that local network gateway is getting created, I will be go ahead to the network and this is the my default gateway, default subnet. I will be go ahead and create a gateway subnet in that. So I will be creating okay. So I will be increase it to 96 and we'll do the save. So our gateway subnet is got created. So also our local network gateway has created. Let me verify in the source group. Let me refresh that one. As you can see, the local network gateway is got created. The fourth one is creation of that public IP addresses. Either we can create or we can skip, because in the fifth steps we will get obviously a option to create a public IP. So I will be go ahead and create a virtual network gateway. So I will be go ahead to the resource group and will create a virtual network gateway. We'll have to create that one. Here I will be using Site VPN virtual network gateway and keeping that region as a default. So you will be get this VNet of populated. So I will be using the basic one and will using that default. Okay, so I am getting this option must be 27 or the larger. So I will go ahead and modify that default gateway in the VNet. Making it 27 and check. So it should be not populated error. Let me go ahead. So here as I mentioned, we will get an option to create a public IP addresses. So I will be using that site to site public IP. Okay, and enable active mode. I will be do the disable. So moving to the next, skipping that part. Okay, so I'm getting that error, same error. Let me refresh that one because I already modified in the default gateway, changed from 28 to 27. So as you can see, there is no much error available. Public IP, keeping it disable, configure BGP and all. Now I'm going to review and create. As So now the validation got passed. I will be go ahead and create that one, virtual network gateway. So our fifth one and including along with the fourth is completed. Now I will be go ahead and will create a connection. So creation of this virtual network gateway will be take around 30 minutes. So I'm pausing this video and will resume once it got deployed. Virtual network gateway got created. I will be go ahead and do the connection, which is our 6 number of steps. Either you can search here for the connection, here you can see, or you can go ahead on that virtual network gateway, and in the setting column you will be get an option for the connection. I will be go ahead and create add. Here I will be putting the name Site VPN connection we need, and we'll have to choose the connection type site to site. This virtual network gateway by default it got selected. I will be choose the local network gateway which we have created as a prerequisites. So here you need to define some of that PSK suite key. I will be putting as a, you need to save this shared key because it required when we are when we will be doing the remote connection. So you make sure you remember that one, or you can keep note it down. Other than that, I will not do anything. I will be proceed further for with the default. I will go ahead and click OK. Wait for some time to connection to be created. Review the next step what we need to follow. So here we'll have to create a VM in Azure for the connection testing. I will be go ahead till this connection is creating. So I will be go ahead and create a virtual machine in that same resource group. For the testing perspective, I will be do the so I'm creating the virtual machine. Site to site VM Azure. Okay, and the reason will be the same which we are using, S2S. No availability zone, I'm using that one. The images will be the data center. Security tab I will be keeping as a default. Here I will be using the B2S. Okay, I need to configure, I need to define that username and the password. So proceeding to the next networking. Okay, so the public IP I will not, and no need to create any public IP at this moment. So I will go ahead to the management, next, and go to the review and create. So this deployment got initialized. So that provisioning got initiated. I will be go ahead and check that connection is created properly or not. So as you can see, it's showing unknown. Okay, so our 6 step is completed. Also the 7 is in progress. Creation of the virtual machine in Azure. So the next step is to configure the RRAS on the on-premises. So I will go ahead in my VMware workstation and we'll do the RRAS configure. So friend, basically the server, you will not get the RRAS by default configured sometimes. So in that case, you have to go to the server's roles and feature and add that features. There was some issue we configured with IP, so we need to correct that one. I will configuring in this video so that here we need to choose the host name, the IP which we are using was that public IP. I mean the IP which we have created our IP addresses, but we need to configure here the public IP which we got in this public IP. So I will be putting that one, and after to this one add the spaces. So 255.255.0 and tier 2 T4. Looks good now. Moving to the next finish. I will be to go to the properties and will check in the security. I will use that shared key which we have created during that connection. All set. Now I'm trying to check the connectivity. As you can see, it's now connected. Looks good now. So I will be go ahead and check that IP of that virtual machine, Azure Virtual Machine, and we'll try to do the RTP from our on-prem. So this is our virtual machine. So this is the private IP. I will be go ahead and we'll do the RDP from here. So from my on-prem workstation, the RDP. Admin Ajit. Hope it should be work fine. Yeah, now we are able to do the RDP of our virtual machine from this our workstation easily. So finally we accomplish our target. Since we have resetted a password for new user, it is taking some time. No worries. So as you can see, our we can able to do the RDP from our on-prem VM to Azure VM using this site-to-site VPN. I will go ahead and uh, try to map that, which is our last step, I believe. Yeah, 8.1 is completed. 9.1 is optional. The last test with RDP and established network connectivity, we already did the RDP, and now I'm going to check that network path connectivity, if I am able to do or not. So I will be go ahead and try to map our C drive, and we'll see if it is working or not. So have to put the password here for that on-prem VM. Yeah, now we can see our on-prem VMs C drive got mapped. So this is how we have created that site-to-site VPN. So hope this video is really helpful to you. So please like and subscribe my videos, and will share with your friend.